Tuesday.
Tuesday in politics in Hong Kong.
All right. Tuesday will all of a sudden the political world will just have a lot of vibes because of the Exco and the lead up to Lashco.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that.
Absolutely.
So, anything exciting?
Well, everybody's going to be watching these guys carefully. Some really exciting stuff like milk powder. That milk powder back in the news. I mean, like really, the most important issues facing Hong Kong. The mighty milk powder crisis.
It's the fire powder in Lashco.
to me, this is like this is like been one of the silliest issues Hong Kong's dealt with. I mean, this big fake shortage of milk powder. There was never a shortage, but they're going to be reviewing the supply chain today. And why I say there was never a shortage? Yes. There's never been a shortage of milk powder. All this like starving babies. You remember somebody was petitioning the White House in America to like try and get Obama to do something about it? I mean, it was crazy. Yep. There was a shortage of particular brands. Like this is a brand crazy city. It's like I talk to people in the industry, and they're like, "There is no shortage. There's a shortage of
one or two brands.
One or two brands that people are crazy about here, crazy about in China." You talk to guys in the business, they're like, "There's plenty of milk powder." I was walking into every stores with milk powder. They're like, "But it's not the right milk powder for my baby because my baby's special." So today,
you know what?
Let's go once again spending time on this.
When the baby cries, the mother become crybaby.
It's contagious. So
typical of Hong Kong people.
That's so that is still going to be consuming political oxygen in Hong Kong for no reason. Something else a little more interesting. You talk about Exco, Legco. Can't forget the district councils. We talked about them a little bit yesterday.
Yes.
There's going to be talk today about Eastern District.
Oh yes.
Right.
Well, we have been following up this. Yes.
Yeah, Causeway Bay all the way down to Chai Wan.
Yes.
Huge district. Number one, it's getting a new district officer. Ann Teng Yuyuan. She's coming in. Has really been good about not having her head come up above the parapet. Considering she was working in constitutional affairs as a political assistant there. Pretty impressive. But she's going to get out of that hot zone because it is heating up, like we talked about yesterday, and go to the district officer. Now, being a district officer, of course, is no walk in the park because you got to deal with everybody on everything. She is, if it happens in Legco today, going to hand off a big chunk of Mafan over to Wan Chai, because they're talking about taking Tin Hau and Victoria Park and moving it into the Wan Chai district. So that'll no longer be a problem.
Because Wan Chai is the smallest of the 18 districts.
Yes, it has 11 district councillors. They're also going to be discussing bumping them up to 13, so taking 2 district councils. Eastern District will go from 37 to 35, and Wan Chai will go from 11 to 13. So still tiny, still small, but a little bit bigger. But I think that Victoria Park is a big chunk of Mafan. Because all the action happens there, and I imagine if you were the district officer, that would be a lot to handle.
Tuesday. We should ask Paul to follow up on that. Because he has been working very closely with Wan Chai district councillors, as well as his instant district councillors.
Okay.
Something to work on, Paul.
I'd be interested to see if Paul, what Paul thinks of how that small district, with their small apparatus, is going to handle that big management of Victoria Park.
All right.
That'll be an interesting one to watch.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll do it for Tuesday. Everybody's gearing up for council tomorrow.
So let's pick a keyword for today.
Sure.
How about is Wan Chai one word or 2 words?
It's like Hong Kong. You can make it 1 word if you want. Go for it.
For foreigners, you normally should.
Well, the MTR station is always the guide, and it's 2 words.
Okay.
But I've seen Wan Chai written as 1 word many, many times.
Then I don't pick that word then. How about
you can pick a title, district officer.
District officers?
I think a lot of people are unclear about what district officers do.
Okay.
And I think it'd be a good one for people to look that up.
You know the short form?
The DO?
Yeah.
DO?
The DO. I think why don't we pick DO? I think
DO.
DO. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be great. If you just saw DO in uppercase, you look up our video and you know what it means. It's district officer.
There you go.